Hey guys, it's Matt with Meat Church. Now this is a summer grilling series. Today I thought I'd show you guys how to make this badass salmon. Hallelujah. Stick around. We polled you guys and asked what you would want in a summer grilling series, and we got lots of things planned for you. We got salmon, we got snapper, we got grilled oysters. We're gonna do some stuff like grilled wings and tri-tip, so we're pretty excited about it. But you've been asking for a lot of seafood, so I'm gonna show you today something I've been teaching for years. I have taught this in Sweden, I've taught it in Portland, Oregon, and people love it. And it's so simple, anybody can do it. Today, I think you guys are gonna find this is like so easy that you definitely go and do it for yourselves and you're gonna love it. Really simple process. So we're gonna start out with a full salmon fillet here that we've not really done anything to be honest with you. And we're gonna season it with our honey pecan rub, our D's Nuts rub, which is clearly the funniest name rub in the bunch. But all of our honey rubs are great on salmon. So we've got our honey hog would also be good. Our all-purpose gospel would be good. Or use whatever you want, but this is the number1 use for this particular seasoning. So I'm gonna give it a nice even application. No bind or anything. It's nice and even. This is a good sweet profile. A little bit of that pecan in it with little nutty notes, which is really a great Texas flavor. And we're gonna let this adhere for 5 to 10 minutes just until the fish kind of sweats out and it looks nice and wet, and then we'll be ready to put it on. So for this recipe, we cook it at 275 degrees. We're actually gonna cook it on a pellet grill on a Traeger. I have cooked this on all sorts of grills, so you can do this indirectly on a Kamado grill. You could do it on a 2-zone fire. You could do it in your smoker because it's not too hot, 275 degrees. But I love doing this on a Traeger because we can actually do it on this butcher paper. You could also do it on a plank, like a cedar plank of some sort, but this is super easy and safe. Great benefit of a pellet grill, so we're gonna show you that here in a minute. So we're gonna let this adhere. We'll be back in 10 minutes and we're gonna put it on, so I'll see you in a couple minutes. All right, guys, the D's Nuts honey pecan is adhered. You can see it's nice and wet. This actually looks really good already, so I'm ready to put it on the Traeger. We're running, again, 275 degrees. I'm going hickory pellets. Hickory is my favorite all-purpose. You could use pecan, you could use an alder, you could use a fruit wood, you could use whatever you want. I've taken the top shelf out of this Ironwood 650 just for this cooking video so you can see that. I'm gonna close that up. Depending on the size of your fillet, it'll probably take 30, 40 minutes. So we'll check in on this a time or two during the cook. I like to take my salmon to about 125 degrees. The USDA recommends 145. So that's really kind of your preference. I like it juicier. You know, some people will take a wild salmon to like 120. They'll take a farm-raised salmon to 125 because it's got more fat in it. I like it to be nice and juicy, so that's my preference. I don't want to overcook it where you start to see the white bubbles of fat and things like that. So that's just what I like to do, but we got something special coming. We're actually going to douse this with a nice glaze with, 5-10 minutes left in the cook. So we'll check back in here in a few minutes and this ought to be delicious. All right, guys, it's been 30 minutes. Let's check this temperature right here in the thick part. We're right at 120 using our Thermopin instant read thermometer. I've melted a half a stick of butter. We're gonna make a little glaze real quick. So I've got some grade A maple syrup. I go about a half a stick of butter to about a cup of this syrup. And if you're wondering like, what are you doing with that syrup? Well, like I always say, I ain't here to help you lose weight. I'm here to help you enjoy life. Let's mix that up. I'll pull the fish out here so you can see it. Man, it's beautiful looking. Let's go ahead and get a glaze going here. You could glaze this in your grill. I like to keep my grill as clean as I can, but it's okay to do it in the grill. And you're just gonna pour this on here. So we're just gonna glaze this on and we're gonna put it back in the grill for about 5 minutes. Just kind of trying to tack it up just a little bit. I like that smoke to hit this syrup and butter mixture. Yeah, it's gonna be like candy, but I can promise you it's gonna be good. You could have brushed this on if you want. Look at that. Super pretty. Back in we go for 5 minutes. And it's a gorgeous night here at Cedar Creek Lake, and I'm hungry. So I'm gonna pour this off here. Whoop. Try not to make too much of a mess. Man. Back in we go. I know a lot of you guys are wondering about this awesome shirt. Yes, this is Ron Swanson, who famously said fish is a vegetable meat. I can't disagree. Here at Meat Church, we eat a lot of red meat, but we'll see you in a few minutes. It's been about 5 minutes on this glaze. Let's pull it out. And you know, for a glaze, you could do a lot of things. You could do no glaze. You could do like a soy teriyaki. You know, be creative and go with whatever flavor profiles you like. Every time I write recipes or do videos, I say make it your own and go with what flavors you like. But that looks super pretty. Man, I want to bite into that. I'm going to give this a few minutes to cool off, and then it's going to be time to eat. All right, guys, moment of truth. It's time to taste this salmon. So this was a super easy recipe. We just seasoned with our D's Nuts Honey Pecan. We smoked it at 275 until it was 120 degrees internal. We doused it with a half stick of butter, 1 cup maple syrup mixture. Let that ride for 5 minutes. It's cooled off and it's time to eat. So you could have also brined this fish. We do that sometimes. Today we went pretty simple, and I'm eating by myself. So I get to get in here and just get whatever the heck I want. I want to get a lot of that glaze there. Ooh, that looks good. Let's see. I ain't mad at it. Dude, that is moist fish. That is really, really, really good. My favorite use for this seasoning. Man, that flavor comes through, but you can't beat that kind of candy finish you got going on the top. So I'm a big fan of it. Like I said, I also like a soy teriyaki, but this one's good. I promise your friends are gonna like it. If you like this video, like and subscribe to our channel, please. We've got a bunch of videos coming here for the summer grilling series. Appreciate you joining us. I'll see y'all next week.